Ooh, at last, someone who can help me. Please take this parchment to Zane at the library. Yes, the library is over by the prospector's camp. Ooh, I should have given this to Zane weeks ago. Yes. Greetings, young wizard. I was wondering if you could do something for me. I am in the middle of making a necklace and just discovered that I'm going to need a fire gem. Can you go to Ravenwood and see if Dahlia Falmea has an extra fire gem?
Ah, the very information I need indeed. I appreciate you for bringing it here to me. Tinu can be such a procrastinator sometimes. Could you help me out? I am up to my eyeballs in shelving parchment, and I've got little time. But I'm also trying to collect stories about the history of my race, the Manders. I know many things about our race, but I feel it is incomplete. I fear some of our stories might have been lost in the passage of time. It would be great if you could interview a Mander named Hech Aldim just on the other side of the oasis. It would help out my research greatly, and I'm too busy to go myself. History? My great-grandmander told me some stories he found in the Chamber of the Chosen. He said our race was once happy and lived without care. All that changed when the Crocs arrived. They were migrating due to hardships and plagues they had in their old lands. We began by helping them out. But we were too generous as a race. We helped them out until one day we discovered that we were their servants. Well, slaves. Sadly, we have become victims of our own kind-hearted nature. Oh well, maybe it was meant to be this way. I hope not. Greetings, student of wizardry. I must say that I am always delighted to see people from the other worlds, though some cause me distress. For example, Major Talbot keeps staring at me as if I were an amusement. Manders may look strange to some, but we have our pride. He's intimidating me with his stare, and I'm afraid to confront him. Could you talk to him for me? Manders are quite shy by nature, you know.
What? Etch concluded that I thought he looked odd. Well, I must say that Manders are very different than anything we have in Marylebone. Actually, I was puzzled as to why he is purple. All the others I've seen are either blue or orange. Have you noticed that? I feel my ignorance embarrasses me. Would you be so good as to talk to Zane? Ask why the Manders are the colors they are.
Amazing. You learned all that from talking with Hedge? I never knew that about the history of our race. No wonder the Crocs didn't record that knowledge. You've saved me time and effort. The Major wanted to know why Manders are the colors they are? Actually, I'm surprised that no one from Marylebone has asked before. Originally, Manders were green, but some of our forefathers served the different orders. The pyramid is of the Fire Order. Manders who served it changed to orange. The Crocosphinx is of the Order of Ice. Those Manders who are blue in nature are descendants of those whose ancestors served ice. The tomb is of the Storm Order. Manders such as Hech Aldim, purple in nature, are descendants of those who served storm. I guess the elements became a part of our four manders long ago, and that is why we are four different colors. How about asking Salab ibn Dur what he knows about the history of the Mander race? He is usually within the pyramid. Would you be so bold as to talk to Major Talbot for me? Please? I'm just too shy to do it myself.
The Manders are different colors because their four Manders serve the three orders of fire, ice, and storm. Gadzooks! It makes a sort of sense now. I guess my curiosity got the better of me. As an officer and a gentleman, please apologize to Hetch for me. I didn't mean to be inconsiderate.
Oh, Major Talbot didn't know why Manders are different? I thought everyone knew why. No wonder why he was so curious. I feel better now. Say, could you do me a favor? I was supposed to fill up a canteen for the professor. The well water by the shop tastes the best if you could fill it for me. The professor is just inside the pyramid. I'm sure he will be grateful for your service.
You fill up the canteen from the well.
Why, thank you for bringing the canteen. The air is so dry here it can bring on a thirst that can make you dizzy. Gadzooks, that's the best water I've ever tasted. Can you take this canteen to Dr. Fleming at the dig site? He thinks all the water here on Krok is salty.
You are not worthy of standing before me, wizard. Fall to the floor. Maybe then I shall show mercy on you.
Ah, the ancient tablet! Now I can get the rest of the story on the Order of the Fang.
Professor Winthrop studies the ancient tablet.
The Order of the Fang oppose the evil Tuts. They planned to use the Krokonomicon to put the Tuts to sleep, and we had to come round and wake them up. If only we had that book, we could set things right again. But where is it? I think the Order of the Fang still exists, hiding somewhere in Krokotopia. I want to find them. They must know where the Krokonomicon is kept. We've discovered a map room that might help locate them. Unfortunately, it's located through the palace. We can't get inside. My assistant, Malcolm Danforth, has been working on a way to enter the palace, but with all these Tuts about, I'm afraid for him. Please, help him. You'll find him in the excavation room in the Chamber of Fire.
Try the water? All the water on Krokotopia tastes salty due to all the sand. I sometimes wish I had stayed back in Marleybone. Great Majesty of the Queen, that water is delicious. Thank you. I will always endeavor to fill my canteen at the well from now on. You know, I found an old Manda scroll. Could you give it to Hetch in appreciation for bringing this incredible water to my attention? Thanks again, young wizard.
Dr. Fleming found an ancient Mander scroll? Now I wish I had listened to my great-great-grandmander when he tried to teach me how to read the old language. I would really like to know what is on this ancient Mander scroll. Would you do me a favor and ask Professor Winthrop what it says? Please?
You would like me to translate an ancient Mander scroll? Well, I'm not versed in ancient Mander, but I know Danforth is. See him at the excavation site.
So, you need a fire gem. I'll see if I have one. Give me a moment. Oh my, it seems that I ran out. My normal supplier is Gustav Copperflame, the ring shopkeeper. You can ask him if he has any.
So you need a fire gem. I normally have some in stock. I embed them in some of the rings I make. Unfortunately, they have been in great demand lately, and I don't have any. You can normally find them in the Dragon's Mouth Cave, next to the Living Flame.
You remove a fire gem from the living flame. In the dancing flames, you see a great battle. It is the War of the Titans. The sky is thick with a cloud of winged dragons. They hurl themselves against the strong, vengeful giants and the sly, wicked Tritons. Only one dragon remains. She is old and alone. For centuries she slumbers. A shadow falls over her. It is a wizard, a figure with eyes of fire and a wicked scowl. The wizard turns, looks at you through the flames, and suddenly the vision is gone.
Thanks, young wizard. I really appreciate your help. This should make a fine addition to my new necklace.
Well, now that that's all sorted, I'd better stay here with them and make sure nothing else goes missing.